What do you say, everybody? And Roll Tide. It's time for the Bama Tailgate Show presented by Pearl River Resort over there in Philadelphia, Mississippi, the Timeout Sports Lounge. It's that time. Put your money down where you think Alabama's going to finish. We're going to talk about the Crimson Tide today because practice starts tomorrow. And who knows, maybe some of you guys are watching this show and practice has already started. I mean, that's how podcasts work. But we appreciate you guys being here. Roll Tide and let's go. All right, there he is, Shank, or some of you guys know him professionally, Alphonse Taylor. I'm Mick Gillespie, just Mick here on the show. Good to see you, Shank, and always great to talk to you guys. At Broadcaster Mick, by the way, is my social. We got to get your socials up there. Not the same Shank that we used to know, though, on social media.
Yeah, man, I had to calm it down a little bit, Had to rein it in a little bit. You got kids watching. You got kids watching. And my people down here in the Bible Belt don't like when I get a little out of control either.
It's always funny, though.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
It's thought-provoking and funny.
Look, I'm sorry. I get a little riled up when I talk about football and some bad words slip out. I apologize.
Talk some football then.
Let's do it.
So you got practice starting tomorrow, and here we are, the second year of Kalen DeBoer. He's got his right-hand man back with him in Ryan Grubb. This is what we've been waiting for. I mean, this is when things get started again where you're like, okay, it's football time.
No doubt. I'm fired up about it, man. I'm fired up about it. I mean, this is the best time of the year. It's almost like you can smell it in the air, man. Just the season's approaching, the anticipation is really starting to build. Those recruiting classes are rounding out just beautifully. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody's anxious. I know I'm anxious. Even after seeing A-Day, I'm just like, man, I'm ready to see us play some meaningful football. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so, the season's almost here, man, and I'm just ready to see us put it all together. I'm ready to watch us put on a performance on Saturday and me go, man, now that's Alabama football. That's the way we're supposed to look when we're on the field. And so, man, I'm excited, man. Those are my expectations, like game one, especially with all the bulletin board material out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've heard it. What is, for you, the most exciting position group for this year's team? And I mean, I know what you're going to say. You're going to go right to the offense.
What kind of question is that, man?
I have to ask it.
I mean, all right. So we know my biased answer is the offensive line. Our boy Proctor is set up for a great year. Did you see he got named to the Outland Trophy watch list?
Yeah.
So that's big time. So that's my biased pick. Obviously, everybody watching knows I'm going to pick the offensive line, rightfully so. But I'm really, really excited to see the running back room, man. I want to see that running back room because everybody knows they were atrociously underutilized last year. And especially on a team like Bama that's been known for having such a dominant run game for such a long time.
Right.
And so to see them guys not get those opportunities last year, it was a crime. And so I'm very excited to see those guys get their chance this year, man. And obviously behind that huge O-line we have, got some new guys in spots, looking to see some guys perform, man. And I think it's going to mesh together well. We're going to get that run game going, and that's going to boost the chemistry of the offense without a doubt.
Parker Brailsford at center is a weapon for Alabama. He comes in with a ton of experience, and you know how important the center is. But, you're hoping that Jaden Roberts, who I think played hurt a lot last year, is healthy. Wilkin Formby was off and on. He's probably going to be the right tackle. Cam Dewberry transferred in, and then you talk about the left tackle, Caden Proctor. But a lot of depth, I feel like, too. With Vandermark and Alinen and then some of the young guys like the 5-star Carroll and Lloyd. And I look at the offensive line group, and I want a lot of competition. I want a lot of open competition for spots just because and you've been through this. I think it makes everybody better.
No, absolutely, man. Because at the end of the day, you got to put the five best on the field. The five best that give you the best opportunity to perform and execute, man. And so, every spot should be an open spot. Every spot should be an open trial for that position because that's how iron sharpens iron. You know, when you're that starting guy and you don't have anybody behind you to really push you, you take your foot off the pedal a little bit. It's only natural. You feel secure in your spot, and so to have that depth and have these good young guys coming in, man, that's going to continue to push the development of the offensive line, keep that competition nice and fresh, and I think it makes guys nasty, man. It makes guys nasty. Trench competition makes the team better. When the offensive line is good, the team is good. When the defensive line is good, the team is good. Battles are won in the trenches, man, and so I'm excited about it.
You talk about the running back room, and I mean that's an exciting group for Alabama too. We got the experience of Jam Miller. You got Richard Young, Drake Washington, the transfer, Daniel Hill, a guy that's kind of waited his time. AK Deer, who is an absolute stud. Still trying to figure out the blocking. You played with guys that ended up NFL stars. I mean, you played with the greatest running back of all time in Derrick Henry. Do you remember what it was like for those guys when they first came in? I know Nick Saban told a story about Derrick Henry, and basically, I guess he didn't block something right, and he just coach was on him, and he's like, "Hey, you just leave me alone. I didn't. All they did was give me the football.
Yeah,
Do
man.
all this stuff."
That's one of my biggest things when I talk to people about my experience being at Bama, man, and just all the things I had to adapt to. And I think football IQ is the biggest thing because a lot of guys, your super athletes especially, they're just so good and so much better than guys athletically. They never get into that football IQ part of the game, and so it's not their fault. They just lack some essential IQ stuff, and the speed of the game is different because guys at the next level, college level, they process things faster. They prepare better. They move around faster, right? And so any type of hesitation in your game will set you back. And so you said it yourself. Guys like Derrick Henry even struggled, learning how to block and pass pro, because they're not used to that type of thing. And so they get in where they fit in, man. I always say Bama is like a machine. You get in where you fit in and you do your part to keep the machine going. And so you get in and you develop and you learn football from square one. Like I had to learn football all over again. We ran triple option in high school. And, Bama, we were a pro style offense when I got to Bama. A lot of that was completely new to me. And so it takes time to learn those things. And so the biggest thing, man, they can't get frustrated with themselves. They got to get themselves some grace, man, and just continue to learn and develop because when you're talking Alabama SEC, that's the next closest thing to the NFL, right? And guys are big, guys are fast. These are
Yeah.
first round guys, and so that pregame preparation is huge, man. Standing film, studying, just adjusting to the speed of the game, adjusting to the speed of the way guys process things. It takes some getting used to.
Yeah. No, I mean, I believe that. I mean, even for the greats like Derrick Henry, even 5-star guys, you got to relearn a lot of this stuff. And I think that this team has a lot of experience. Just having Ty Simpson, who's been around for a while, even though he hasn't started, he's been around.
All right.
You figure he's got the learning part of it figured out. And I think that is an asset to Alabama. So if they block for him and they run for him, he's got a wide receiver room, and maybe we'll talk about that on the next show, just how talented we think that the wide receivers are going to be this year for Ty Simpson to throw to. All right, second topic I want to bring up.
What we got, Mick?
I read a story on AL.com, and it's these kids, they're named Tyde and Saban.
Mm,
And I'm like, whoa, I mean, like, okay, like that's cool, like that is definitely a Bama name. And then I was thinking, like, talk to you, like people name, I know somebody that named their dog Saban or Bear. I mean, how many Bears do you run into?
right,
Or Brody, like famous Alabama names, right?
right.
Have you run across any of this? Like it could be people or dogs. And this, like, look, that Tide name, that's pretty cool. Tyde. It's like, like Ty,
That's chill.
right?
That's chill. I
I
like that.
like that.
I like that. Saving is a stretch for me though. Tide's cool.
You knew.
Saving is a stretch for me though. That's hey, but I get it. But like I told you before, Mick, it's a lifestyle down here, dog. It's a whole lifestyle. Like You know, this is in people's blood, and I love it. I love it. But I can't say that I've ran into too many Roll Tide names. You know, like too many Bama names. I do always see some of the crazier names in college football though, like Dakotas Crawford. You remember that kid? That
Yeah.
was crazy. Then you had Kool-Aid McKinstry, of course. Um, I mean, my name's Shank. I don't really have too much room to
No,
to
I
talk
mean, that's good though.
to talk about nobody. You know what I'm
But I
saying?
mean, that puts you in a category where you can really speak on it, like having a nickname that kind of, like a one name that you're the only Shank I've ever met, So I mean, and it's a cool story. It's a good name.
Yeah, man. It's just it. And I don't know. I don't know if I speak low when I talk to people in person because I always say Shank and they're like, huh? Shane, Sean. Then I'm spelling it out for them. Like, no, Shank, Shank. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, maybe like prison Shank. And then I'd be like, depends on who asking. It just depends on who's asking. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like they'll come up asking all them personal questions right away. I don't know you like that. Maybe I want you to think I shank people prison style. You know, you never know. But nah, all
That's so
those
funny.
wise. And my name Shank. It was because when I was a park league football player, my coach told me I looked like a little ham shank in the middle of the defensive line because I played nose guard. And anybody that's seen me is just like, dog, I'm wide. I was wide as a little kid. So I was like
Right.
10 years old playing with the 13-year-old kids because I was too big to play with my age group. Man, I get in my football game, he's just like, you look like a fat ass ham shank.
How did you deal with that? Did you not like it at first, or you just like it just caught fire?
It didn't bother me, man. All the kids like the nickname. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
it's evolved over the years, depending on who you ask. It's just like some of my light brights, and for y'all that don't know, light brights. I have an adopted family. I got like a whole white village that that helped raise me. You know what I'm saying? Like throughout high school, got me through college. So my light brights, she called me Shankopotamus. Uh,
I knew Fluffopotamus. Did you know Fluff?
I knew Fluff. I knew all
Yeah,
about Fluff, man. R.I.P. to my dog. Man, but
yeah,
yeah, man. The name Shank has stuck around since I was 10.
yeah. I knew Fluff well, man. Great dude too. Great dude. And great nickname. And I just call him Fluff, but it was Fluffopotamus. That was his Twitter handle. I don't even know how how does a good nickname hit, right? Like they just
It,
do.
it
I
got
mean,
to
I
be
got a nickname,
genuine,
Nick, and
man. Yeah,
yeah,
it
I didn't
has to
start
be
it.
genuine. Right,
It just
right.
happened.
I'm
Yeah.
glad, man. I'm glad I got the nickname Shank because I get tired of correcting Alphonse as well. Like people will see Alphonse, Alphonse, and still say Alfonso. And I'm just like, there's no O at the end of that.
Yeah,
Eh,
right.
And so
Spell check
Shank,
puts it there though.
it does. But Shank works out better anyway. It's just, and then after Nick started calling me Shank, it was a done deal.
Yeah,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? It's just like if
Yeah.
that's what Nick called him, that's what his name is. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can still hear him in the press conferences. Like
yeah, he
he
probably
just
talking
like to he
probably
like to
talking shit
talk
about
about
me
you.
jumping off sides or something. Like
I
he's,
always
he's
remember him saying nice stuff about you.
oh yeah.
That was probably yeah. I don't remember him saying anything bad about you in the press conferences. I'm
Maybe I
sure in
should
the
have watched
locker
more of
rooms
the.
where he got you.
I should have watched more of those interviews, man. Should have took in some of that rap part.
All right. The final topic is 5-star Anthony Tank Jones has told Mobile News that the media he goes to St. Paul's. He's going to
Right.
make his decision coming up in the next week. Yeah, he talked about that. It's obviously stressful. Kind of getting all the calls and everything. Bama wants him really bad.
Yeah.
Oregon is pushing really hard for him, and I we've talked about it. Like I think it's a pretty tough race between Alabama and Oregon. I think Texas A&M has money, but so
Right.
does Alabama and Oregon. This is a guy that I really feel like Alabama doesn't want to let lose. Doesn't want to let leave the state. I think for him, and you've mentioned this, he'll benefit being in Alabama. just because maybe kids start being named Tank if he has a great career instead of Tyde and Saban.
Nah, absolutely, man. It's just, for a guy of that caliber, I don't even think money's the issue at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's just because no matter where he goes, somebody's gonna pay him, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna get more than enough money that he can handle at this stage in his life. And so I just think he should make the best decision for him, man. And obviously, personally, my own experience and bias, I think Alabama would be the best pick for him. And like I've said before, man, he's a day one guy. He's a day one starter. If you see him in person, he looks the part. He looks like a SEC linebacker, and that would be a huge pickup for us. Like I said before, that'd be along the lines as keeping Ron Williams when we got him to stay when the board came in. And so it's a stressful period, man. It's a stressful period. I can only imagine like what's going through his mind and how many people are in his ear and because when I was coming out, we didn't have NIL, obviously. And so my decision, it was just like, all right, do I want to go to Florida State and live in Tallahassee for the rest of my life? Or do I want to go to Alabama where I decide that I want to move back home one
Yeah.
day and raise my family? And so I mean, obviously, everybody doesn't think that way, but that's the way I thought about it. And Alabama made sense to me. I always knew I wasn't going to Auburn, so that was never a question.
Right.
Man, but it's a lot, man, because when I flipped my decision, there were a lot of unhappy people, in my family, and that takes a
Really?
toll on you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. It's, some folks in my family, we didn't talk for a long time after I flipped my commitment from Florida State. And, whatever the case may be, everybody has their reasons for acting the way they act, but at the end of the day, man, you just got to do what's best for you because you'll be the person going to those workouts, going to classes, doing
Yeah.
all the things that need to be done on a daily. And so put yourself in the best environment to where you can enjoy your college experience and enjoy developing and getting ready for what's next for you in life. And I think
Yeah.
Bama's the place to do that.
I wonder if he's got his decision made or if he's still not sure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he probably has a decision made at this point, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if he's ready to tell the world, I'm sure he's put more than enough thought into it, and it's been a long time coming. So I think he's ready to go ahead and let us know what's going on and get it over with, because I'm sure he's tired of the process at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could be a overbearing process, man. Because I get it. Coaches contact you. Everybody loves you. Everybody wants you and it can be overwhelming. And so I'm sure he's ready to get the process over with.
Final thing, and I mean, just quickly, always loved Deion Sanders as a player. He was one of my favorite players when he left the 49ers and joined the Cowboys. And I was a huge fan. I didn't like him when he was a 49er. I liked him as a Falcon. And I love him as a coach. I just enjoy it's just somebody else. It just gives you another team to watch, like somebody else
Right.
that makes football entertaining. And I saw where he basically said he'd been battling bladder cancer. And I know that's really tough, but he says he beat it and he's cancer free. So good for him. And what a tough guy, man. I mean, they just coach right through it, like, showing up, doing all that stuff. And remember, he wasn't really traveling a whole lot, and that
Right.
maybe that's one of the reasons why. But I do wish him the best.
No, absolutely, man. I think he's done great things since he's been a head coach. And I mean, football aside, the guy has 2 kids in the NFL right now. I just want him to live and be able to see that, man. Just to see his guys have that chance to perform at the next level the same way he did. And so I'm happy he's still here with us, man. And just all prayers and wishes to him and his family that it continues to get better.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Shank, it was fun. Well, let's do it again later this week.
Absolutely, Nick.
We'll actually have practice to talk about next time
Oh man, I'm so
on
excited
field.
because I know they tired of hearing us talk about Tank Jones recruitment process. And so look, man, don't get in the comments beating us up, okay? All right. Once he makes his decision, we'll be done with it.
We got a week left, and hopefully he says roll tide. Hey guys, thank you for being here. Like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. We appreciate all the great comments, but be nice. We don't like the bad comments. You can be funny and maybe dig a little bit, but don't be too mean. Be happy. We got football coming up. So thanks to all you guys. We're brought to you by Pearl River over in Philadelphia, Mississippi, the Azaleas, the Oaks, 2 amazing golf courses at Dancing Rabbit, which is the Augusta that you can play. And it's an hour and a half from Tuscaloosa, 2 and change from Birmingham. Take advantage of that. And as you build, you got the man cave at home, and you say, what am I missing? You're missing Daniel Moore prints, and we got you covered right now. NewLifeArt.com, promo code Bama Tailgate, 20% off. You go 20% at checkout. Just put us in the promo code Bama Tailgate. You get 20% off. And we got a special deal coming up really soon. I promise you, for the first week of football practice. Maybe tomorrow we'll kick that off. Bama Tailgate. Roll Tide, everybody. We'll talk to you maybe even tomorrow. We'll see.
Roll Tide. To Pearl River Resort.